Welcome to episode 77 of Credit 101. In this episode, we're going to talk about lease payments. If you guys cannot pay your lease payments, what you guys can actually do. The last episode, we talked about just regular car payments. So if you need information on car payments, please go there. But with lease payments, it's actually different. You guys have to think of different things when it comes out to lease payments. So you guys can definitely cancel it early, but you got to see how much they're going to penalize you for canceling it early. It should be in your contract. Or you can just simply write them and ask them, hey, how much you guys want to charge me if I cancel it because I want to cancel it? Or you can just straight out tell them, hey, I need to cancel this. How much is it? Because if it's not that much, think about just canceling it early and get it over with. A lot of times people, they may think, oh, I don't want to cancel it early because it's a lot of money. But if you really consider how much you want to have to pay for the next however long you have the contract for compared to what you can just drop right now and get it over with, it may be better for you just to pay that little money that you have to pay now, because it's going to be a lot of money that you're going to have to pay if you just keep that. Just keep the lease. You guys can also compare, okay, let me just pay a lot of money now, get it over with, and then I'll buy a car in cash. And then that could be probably, depending on how much you pay for that car in cash, it could probably be similar to what you would have paid if you would have just kept that vehicle for a longer extended period of time. But please consider and weigh the options or weigh your odds. Now, make sure you guys contact the leasing company. And when I say the leasing company, you have to contact the company actually have it, because sometimes they will sell it. They will actually sell it or assign it to another company. So you have to make sure you call that company and talk to them and see what you can do. Don't be scared to talk to them. Say, hey, what can I do? This is my problem. And they're going to tell you exactly what you can do. Now, if you don't know what your fees is and it's not very clear, then you can also contact an attorney. Contact the attorney, contact a lawyer, ask them, hey, my fees are not specific. I don't think I should pay them anything for turning it in early, canceling it because they didn't tell me if I need specific fees in my lease. They can actually help you with that to the point where you may not have to pay anything. But definitely call them and see, you just may not know, but definitely call them and see what they're going to say. We're going to go over to episode 78. I will see you all. Hey, welcome to episode 78 of Credit 101. In this episode, we're going to talk about those pledged loans. Maybe you put things up for collateral for these different loans. If you did, then what I suggest that you do is I suggest that you call them and see if they can extend your payments. Sometimes you have things like your refrigerator, sometimes it's a stove, maybe you bought these different things, but they can technically come back and take those back. A lot of times they won't come take them back. They'll just leave it there. But if you got those type of loans, ask them if they can extend it. Say, hey, I can pay it right now. Is there some way that you can extend my payments? Can you move back my due date? What can you do? Sometimes you can also ask them if they can rewrite it to reduce your payments. Same thing as like refinancing your car. Instead of you paying, say if you're paying $100 right now for whatever it is, they can bring it down to $70 or $80. Or maybe even $50. It depends on the thing, but ask them what they can actually do. I just really suggest you guys, if you have any debts out there, just call them, tell them what you got going on. Hey, I lost my job. Hey, a family member passed away and I have to help with this. Hey, I'm having health issues myself. Whatever the situation may be, call them and tell them what the situation is, and then ask them what they can do to help you. And let them know, hey, I understand that you may not have options. Can I talk to someone and they help me figure out my options? And if they say, oh, that's all we can do, just say, hey, so you'll rather me not pay anything, mess up my credit, than to help negotiate something so that I can pay and pay on time. But be very firm and stern with them, especially when you know you don't have any other options. They're not giving you options, so that you can have a great option that won't further ruin your life. Okay. And that's honest, because a lot of times if you don't come up with an option, they want to keep reporting you late to the credit bureau. It's going to mess up your credit. Now you can't get credit cards, cars. You can't probably rent a house with bad credit. So you want to make sure that you get all these options and you want to get them in writing, and you want to figure out exactly what you can do. But let's go over to the next episode. I'll see you all there. Hey, welcome to episode 79 of Credit 101. In this episode, we're going to talk about student loans. Now, student loans is very, very serious, you guys. And the reason why student loans are very serious is because they can actually intercept your tax refund, which nobody wants that. And they also can garnish your wages. I know nobody wants their wages garnished. So please listen up, especially if you guys have student loan problems, because one of these options could actually be perfect for you. So you guys can actually call them and try to see if you can defer your payments. The best thing about being in school, some people go back to school just to get their payments deferred. That's one thing I like about being in school. I get my payments deferred as I'm paying them down. But the thing that I like about deferred payments that you don't have to pay on this. You can ask them, hey, can I defer them? So definitely call them and see if you can defer your payments. And if you know you just got out of school and you can't pay, usually you have to wait about 6 months before they start making you pay. So call to confirm this time frame, because some people just get so concerned, thinking, oh, I just got out of school, they're going to make me pay. That's not always the case. So please call them and see, hey, when am I going to have to make my first payment? I just got out of school. Sometimes I probably wouldn't even just call them. I would let them just assume that I'm in school. They will definitely let you know. But on your phone, put a 5-month calendar out just to see if they did something, just in case they already got you set up to make you start paying. That way you can be on time with that, or you can try to see if you can actually do like a forbearance. A forbearance is also a time where you don't have to pay. So this is just, hey, I cannot pay. Can you do a forbearance for me right now? So definitely call whoever's your servicer is and ask them if you can do a forbearance. Some people also consolidate their payments, especially if they have like a very large payment that they can't pay when they actually add up all of their different payments. So please call them to try to see if you can consolidate it, because they can actually help them. And please forgive me for the bad talking that I'm doing. It's so hard to talk on my braces. I'm still trying to get used to all the talking, and I just talk so fast. Maybe I should just slow down. But please try to see what you can do to consolidate it. Consolidate your student loans. Some people do this to actually have like a smaller student loan payment, but also people do this to have better rates too. So try to see if you can consolidate it, because that can actually help you all out a lot. And sometimes if you guys were to do like the income-based repayment plan, they have that plan, they will make you pay based off of your income. And I remember when I didn't have much money to pay on student loans, I was able to pay $0. So usually if you get government assistance, they can put you on a $0 repayment plan. So please call them and ask them about that, because that can help you guys out a lot. And then they do have options where if you pay on it for a certain amount of time, after that time period, they will actually throw out the rest of your student loans. I wish I would have known about this in the beginning, though, honestly, y'all. I really wish I would have known about this in the beginning, because I would have just stayed on the income-based repayment plan and just roll that thing all the way out until I think it's like 120 payments, but please confirm it's basically 10 years of payments. I would have rolled that thing on out, and then all the student loans would have been thrown out. But definitely ask them about that. And if you guys have it where they're all in collections, they're just bad, look into rehabilitation. Rehabilitation is great for a lot of people, especially if you have those loans that's just so bad you can't actually bring them back. They report it back on your credit reports. Usually when you guys do like a rehabilitation, they want you to pay a certain amount, and once you pay on that for I think like 9 to 12 months, but confirm with them, because I think it's like 9 months, but I just extended out to 12 months just in case something changed. Call them and see how long you have to pay on it. Once you pay on it for that amount of time, usually they'll fix whatever negative that is reported to your credit, and they'll put you back on some type of regular payment plan or something like that. And you don't have to worry about them intercepting your taxes or anything like that, or garnishing your wages. So hopefully that helps. I'll definitely see you guys in the next episode. If you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. But I'll see you guys in the next episode.